Post-fertilization events. This topic is taken from the chapter of sexual reproduction in the flowering plants. In post-fertilization events, we are going to study about formation of endosperm. So basically in post-fertilization events, there is a development of endosperm, how the development of embryo takes place, and how the maturation of ovules into seeds takes place, and how the maturation of ovaries into fruits takes place. We are going to study in detail. First of all, we will study about how the formation of endosperm takes place. Okay, because endosperm is very important as it is give nutrition to the developing embryo. So first we will learn about formation of endosperm. Later on we will study about formation of embryo and maturation of ovules into seeds, then maturation of ovaries into fruits. It includes development of endosperm and embryo and maturation of ovules into seeds and ovaries into fruits respectively. This is what I said now. Okay. Then formation of endosperm. So the first post-fertilization event is formation of endosperm. How the endosperm formation takes place. So the endosperm develops before the embryo because the cells of the endosperm provide nutrition to the developing embryo. So this is most important because as we all have the one question in our mind, why the formation of endosperm takes place before the formation of embryo, because endosperm plays very important role in providing the energy to the cells of the embryo. So as it helps in providing nutrition, energy to the growing embryo, so endosperm formation must and should take place earlier of the embryo. So this is the reason why endosperm formation takes place before the embryo. Okay, endosperm development takes place before the embryo so that it can give the nutrition to the developing embryo. Basically, endosperm is mainly divided into three different types. The first one is nuclear endosperm, second one is cellular endosperm, third one is halobial endosperm. So first one is nuclear endosperm. Nuclear endosperm is very common type. So in this, basically the primary endosperm nucleus basically divides to give rise to many nuclei, and this stage is called as free nuclear endosperm or nuclear endosperm. So basically the primary endosperm nucleus divides without the formation of wall and produces large nuclei. This is what free nuclear endosperm formation takes place. Then next one is cellular endosperm. In cellular endosperm, as we all know, the free nuclear endosperm is formed. Around free nuclei, cell wall formation takes place. Okay, cell wall formation takes place. This is known as cellular endosperm. For example, we can take the plant Datura. Next one is halobial endosperm. In halobial endosperm, this is the endosperm which is an intermediate between cellular endosperm and nuclear endosperm. Very simple. The primary endosperm nucleus PEN divides repeatedly to give rise to free nuclei. This stage of development is called as free nuclear endosperm. Basically, PEN divides without the formation of wall and give rise to larger number of nuclei, which is very important for the development of endosperm, and this stage is called as free nuclear endosperm. Cell wall formation occurs next, resulting in cellular endosperm. So basically after the free nuclear endosperm, second step is around the free nuclei cell wall formation takes place. This is called as cellular from endosperm, and for example we can take as Datura. So basically there are two chances of endosperm. One chance is the endosperm may be either consumed, fully eaten by the growing embryo. Growing embryo means the embryo which is growing, which is developing, it may be fully consumed there, or endosperm may be present in the seed. This cases might take place in the endosperm. So when the endosperm is fully consumed by the growing embryo, as in we can find this case in a pea, beans, where the endosperm is fully consumed, whereas the endosperm is retained, present in the seed. as in case of coconut, and in coconut seed embryo is retained. The endosperm may be either fully consumed by the growing embryo as in pea and beans, or retained in the mature seed as in coconut and castor. So endosperm is basically consumed by the growing embryo as in case of pea or beans, or it can be present in the mature seed as in case of coconut, etc.